Indianapolis is going to be full of Sooners this week. I'm Barry Trammell along with OU writer Ryan Aber, and the NFL Combine is this week, Ryan, and 8 Sooners are going to be in Indianapolis showing off their football wares. All the offensive linemen, Kyler Murray, Marquise Brown, Austin Siebert, Rodney Anderson. You can't throw a football without hitting a Sooner this week in Indy.
Yeah, big week for the Sooners with all the guys that they've got invited, but clearly most of the attention is going to be focused right on Kyler Murray. Still not sure exactly what on-field work he's going to do in Indianapolis. We talked to him on Saturday afternoon, and he said he still hadn't decided, but we saw how much the on-field work helped Baker Mayfield last year, launched him to the #1 quarterback spot. But Kyler Murray's already making a move up plenty of draft boards. I saw one projection this morning that had Kyler Murray as the #1 quarterback on the board, which is a change because Ohio State's Dwayne Haskins had been there.
Well, it's, when we look at these guys, what do they have to prove? What advantage can they take from appearing at the Combine?
Well, I think for guys like Kyler Murray, it's about showing off your arm strength, showing off the ability, although really the Combine maybe isn't the place to show off the ability to overcome the height. But there's other things that certainly Kyler Murray has to prove. But when you look at the other guys, it's about strength. It's about, for a couple other guys, Rodney Anderson most notably, showing he's recovered from his injury. And then for the offensive linemen, though, you can overcome poor Combine performances, as we saw with Orlando Brown last year. He fell way down after his Combine performance, and then he turned in a really good rookie season.
Kyler Murray told us Saturday he's not sure what he's going to do at the Combine. What's the advantage or disadvantage of not throwing for the NFL scouts in Indy?
Well, I think one of the advantages of not throwing is being able to control the environment that you throw in, whether it's at pro day with receivers that he's comfortable with and making the throws that he feels like is best to show off his NFL capability with receivers he's comfortable with, like I said, and also to be able to dictate who watches him throw, whether he throws at pro day, which certainly all NFL teams are expected to be there, but more in the individual workouts. So that's going to be interesting to follow, but I think as much as anything for Kyler Murray, the interview process is going to be big for him, being able to convince NFL teams, although I think he's doing a pretty good job of that he is completely sold on football, but also that he can overcome some of the dings against him.
Now Marquise Brown, of course, is hurt. Probably not going to be able to do any physical things in Indianapolis. How much does that hurt him, especially if he also can't do it come March at OU's Pro Day?
Yeah, and it doesn't sound like that he's going to be able to, that he's going to be a guy who isn't going to be able to work out really until after the draft. So I think for him, clearly there's still questions about his size given his small stature, but what he was able to do this year when he was healthy has helped him overcome some of those questions. And I think he's going to be all right. He's not going to be too hurt by being banged up here this week. But certainly it would have been fun to see him run the 40 down there in Indianapolis and put to rest for all time the answer of who's faster, Kyler Murray or Marquise Brown.
Well, it's going to be an interesting few days in Indianapolis with a decided Crimson beat. Hey, stay tuned for further OU football coverage here on News OK and every day in the Oklahoman.